if you can look at this photo and think it's not very interesting, and I can tell you that you're probably from here. because that is an outstanding photo, and it's a horizon line. And my thesis in my story is this: is that horizons depend on where you stand and the habits of your eyes. That determines on what you're looking at. And so, in order to sort of illustrate this point, I'm going to tell you a quick story about my wife and how horizons can be subjective. She was somewhere and passed out. And the thing she remembers when she came to was, why is the floor coming up to slap me in the face? And so, you know, horizons change. On the opposite side of that, on that very subjective experience of horizons, there's scientists that have worked out, like, if you were standing on the shore of Lake Michigan, you're looking out, how far is the horizon where it disappears? And there's actually a mathematical formula that I wrote down. This is the formula. It's your height in inches. There you go. I'm visually impaired. It's your height in inches divided by 0.5 something.
Square root of your height.
Yeah, square root of your height in inches. Up to your eye, actually. So it, times that, or divided by that, equals in miles how far it is. So I'm 6 feet tall, so my eyes are about, let's just say they're 5.5 feet above the ground. That would mean that the horizon on the lake is 3 miles away. So that's all, like from here to shoreline. It's just, and so it's like a scientific fact, but that's not how it feels to me. It doesn't feel like it's 3 miles away. To me, it feels way different. Because I grew up in North Carolina. I grew up I came of age in North Carolina. I grew up in the foothills of North Carolina, in the Appalachian Mountains. And so to me, horizons are all over the place. They loom up and they hover over you, big, thick, green woods filled with bugs and bears and mosquitoes, not many, kudzu. And if you're in the valley, but if you go up onto the ridge, and you look out, then the horizon is like one ridge after another ridge after another ridge after another ridge, with these massive clouds like sailing ships crashing into those trees, and into those ridges, and being torn to shreds. It's beautiful. But when I moved here in 1987, and I was a young man, and in January, and I was running along Lincoln Memorial Drive, and I was not really paying attention, I was just thinking. And then I looked out onto the lake, and here's this massive, black lake with sparkling stars in it. And there above it is this massive black sky with these sparkling stars in it. And I felt like I was standing on an edge of infinity. I mean, it was just appalling. To me, not beautiful, it was appalling. I felt so tiny, so insignificant. When I went home, I lay down in my bed and I put my hand on my chest and my other hand on my back and felt the tiny little distance between the two of them, and thought, wow, I am not skinny, I'm little, I'm just little. It's an existential sort of experience. I gotta figure out where I am in my story. Oh, so that was almost 33 years ago. And in that time, I've gotten married by the lake, have had 3 children, all at St. Mary's by the lake. I've spent my career at the Journal-Sentinel, also by the lake. I've bought houses by the lake. I've flown kites with my kids by the lake, watched them grow into adults by the lake. And my sense of the lake now is so different. So it's still this huge horizon. But now, as an older person with more substance, I think, certainly denser, from the space that got bigger. But I feel capable now of looking out into that. Even if I'm standing on the edge of infinity, I can look out onto that space and call it home.